Alright, so if you have a slab and you're wanting to add another material kind of partially in, there's a really good way to do this. Some people kind of create very thin floors, quarter-inch floors, and they kind of just add it that way. But what I want you guys to do is learn how to split the face. You can do that to, I think, pretty much any object between, walls and floors, where you end up drawing basically a place that it splits off from the original material, and then you can assign that section a new material. So we're just going to go into that. So here we are, split face. It's up here. Click that, and then we can kind of define a region that we want to be isolated. I guess at this point it really doesn't matter. Let's read what this error is. The closed loop used to split the face must lie completely within the face and cannot intersect and overlap any of the face edges. To split a face at its border, use an open loop. Okay. So, essentially I think what it's telling us is that I didn't want to do that. I want this. Alright, so now we can select that region, and what we're going to do is match type, sorry, it would be paint. So we're going to use this paint right here, and you can see what's going on is that it's putting a different material on that. So if I hit this, it's going to bring up all my basic materials. I'm going to grab the brick herringbone, and I'm going to basically assign that there. So done. One thing I'm noticing is that at least in the hidden line mode in my brick herringbone, it does not look like a herringbone at all. I don't know. I'm going to quickly see if that can be modified, if there is a pattern in here that would allow, yeah, okay, so we'll do that. I'm not sure 2x6 is accurate. We might have to go with that just because it's kind of already predefined, and I think if I try to modify this, it's going to grow everything proportionally. So I think for our purposes, we're going to be happy with the herringbone 2x6. And say okay, apply, okay. And so now let's just go into kind of other ways that we can split the surface. So we can click that again, go up here to split face, and now if I have another region, then maybe now this is definitely going to be closed. I can do that kind of in that fashion, say okay. Okay, I think it doesn't like having two of these at the same time. So I think every time I create something new, I'm going to have to do this, just kind of continually go back in and put one at a time in here. So if I have multiple things happening that I want to split from, I'll just keep doing that, and then I can go in and paint accordingly. So if I have earth, I can go in and paint that into a region, multiple regions if I want. And so now let's just kind of make sure we're doing everything kind of right. We're going to just go into the 3D view, and you can really see the concrete. You can see the earth, all that being played out. So let's just divide. So the last bit is, so what you want to do is now look at your supplement and create the correct pattern for your Revit file that matches kind of what's going on here. The last thing that I will get into now would be to then put in these extra lines. These are control joints, and so if you want it to look perfect and absolute, the only thing that you do, wrong one. So to add that into it, so you essentially just use the model line tool. So what model lines are is that it's what it says it is. It's like it's actually a line that's in the model. You know, you can also just draft, which is under annotate, and that is well, I'll get into that later. So for right now, we're going to use model lines, and so not to mimic what's there, but one thing you might notice is that immediately it's green, and those, I think those, if I'm not mistaken, the green ones don't actually print. So what you want to do is you want to change this to thin line, and in fact you want to make sure that thin line, you know, you go back into the model line, and just so you don't have to constantly be cleaning it up, you go in and you select thin line now, and it's going to be the default the next time you come into model line. And it's one that I'm going to memorize. LI is model line, because I'm going to be doing that a lot right now. Right? Okay, so that would be represent the control joint, and this is a great way of kind of making your larger patterns, you know, breaking them down into something that looks a lot more designed, a lot more sophisticated. And so, you know, it's one of the reasons that we've given you kind of this assignment, is to really kind of make you more aware of being able to make your design look like it's a little bit more present. All right, thanks guys.